So everyone always says that mums know best, and maybe that's true. But what's really important is that parents really influence our attitudes and behaviours towards money from a really young age. And so I'm going to take this opportunity to sit down with my mum and ask her some of the questions that I probably should have asked her a long time ago, and try and work out what behaviours she wanted to impart on me, and any interesting tips and lessons that she might have to share with all of us. I hope you enjoy the episode. So you always used to say to me that mummies know best, and I think it's probably taken me about 28 years nearly to hello doggy. It's probably taken me about 28 years to think that might possibly be true. And so with this theme of sort of money and mummies, what do you think the real lessons that you wanted to get across to me when I was younger were, and the things that you hoped that I was actually listening to? Maybe I was, maybe I wasn't.
Maybe you weren't. So what I would say is, any money that you've got coming in, whether it be from earning money from a job or a gift that you've received, or whether it's some winnings perhaps, always save 10%. And that way you'll always feel secure. If there's a rainy day or you need some money quickly, you've got a buffer of money saved up.
So the good thing is I actually do remember you saying that, and I just have this sentence in my head of always save 10% of what you earn, always save 10% of what you earn. And I probably haven't done that, but actually just having that reminder constantly in my head when I was growing up, and now I'm always thinking, well, got to be thinking about saving something, and just getting into those habits I think is really important, particularly from a young age. And hopefully that's something that stuck with me.
The 10% rule.
Yeah. Right, so this is a bit more comfy. So that was what you wanted to impart on me when I was younger, and I do think it has stuck. But what about other habits and tricks that you've got up your sleeve that you've been doing?
I think for most people there are two big expenditures throughout the year. One is the summer holidays, and the other is Christmas. So I know it's early in the year to start doing this, but in January start putting away a bit of money for Christmas every month and a bit of money for summer holidays every month. The same amount every month. Lock it away, don't look at it, just keep putting it in there at the end of every month. And when summer holidays comes around, you don't have to worry about paying off the holiday. And similarly at Christmas, when you've got all the presents to buy for your family,
all the presents for me,
you don't have to worry.
You better be saving a lot of money.
You don't have to worry about paying off a big credit card bill or anything like that, because you've got a buffer of money that you've saved all the year.
There's actually some these challenger banks that have come about, and they make that really a lot easier by having these pots. So you can name a savings pot as part of the account, and you can say, well, that's my holiday pot, that's my Christmas pot, and you can just send stuff over automatically. It makes it a lot easier. Do you want to share where you save it?
That's a good idea. Or if you can't do that, why not just put the money in an envelope, put it somewhere safe under the mattress, or if you've got a safe, put it in the safe. Just two envelopes, one saying summer holidays, one saying Christmas, and just and don't look at it until you have to spend it on that particular thing. That's what it's for.
Okay. So you're saying that I should start saving for Christmas?
I think you should start now.
Okay.
Where are we? April? Yeah. End of the month, April. Start with your little envelope at the end of April.
God. I already thought people were starting with Christmas a bit too early, and that was September. But maybe I should start thinking about it.
I start in January every year, and it takes the worry off Christmas. Some people, struggle, and it takes the worry off if you put a little bit by each month for that big expenditure, and it helps to stop the worry of Christmas.
So the other thing that I know about you is that you've always been very good at topping things up and getting added extras and rewards here and there. So how have you gone about doing that, and what's the sort of easy way of getting the added extras that you've managed to?
Well, shop around for a credit card that gives you points on things that you will use. So for example, I have a Sainsbury's MasterCard because I do all my grocery shopping in Sainsbury's, and what I do is I save all of those points up until December, and it gives me almost a free shop, if you like, at Christmas time when there's quite a lot of other expenses. But what you must remember is to pay your credit card off in full at the end of every month, otherwise you don't have a saving because you'll be paying out in interest. So if you can pay your credit card off in full at the end of every month, save all those points up. You know, it could be another credit card, but that's the one I use.
Yeah, and actually there are quite a few out there. There's credit cards that offer you cash back, there are credit cards that offer you travelling points, Avios, that sort of thing. And so there is an awful lot that you can get, but as you say, the real danger is that if you can't be in the habit of paying it off, that any rewards you build up are just going to be completely offset by the interest that,
That's right,
that you have.
You've got to be strict with a credit card,
I've always had a credit card just for the sort of benefit of the credit rating, just so that I can pay it off, but probably haven't been as smart as I could be on it. I'm not sure if it'll be the Sainsbury's one. My nearest supermarket is a Tesco's, I think, the one I pass on the way to work, but I'm sure they do something similar.
They probably do,
I'll look into that.
Yeah, have a look. Yeah.
Thanks. That's very helpful. Probably should have asked you these questions a lot earlier, but anyway, hopefully I've still got some time to make a difference.
Good, thank you.